Hello and welcome to another Artcast. We're going to be working on Norita from the Animaniacs reboot, and then after that, Yumi from Glitch Tex. Okay, I'm going to be doing some stuff. First of all, I want to solve this thing, and I just thought of it just now. I have a sort of stand connected to my drawing tablet. I'm thinking about moving it and connecting it to the cart. That way I can use this for free, or this will be freed up and I can use it for other things. Okay. I'm moving some stuff out of the way, getting ready to film something. Anyway, I know we're starting a little late in the afternoon, but that's okay. We got some of our shopping done, and hey, Mad Dog. Hey, HM3. Portable art. Yeah, okay. I got the right one. Got some wonderful little sweaters for the doggos. They're kind of fall, kind of winter. There's just one's red and one's burgundy. Mom's having lots of fun playing grandma. Oh, what did I do? Oh yeah, again, going with trying to see what you can do in Blender. I had this shape sort of set up and it's rigged. If you use the skin modifier, you can attach bones to it pretty easily, and it makes it kind of easy to like make a complex shape. And again, going to try to like figure out. I'm going to be using Blender extensively in this one because there is a. Well, first of all, this is Norita, and she got skeleton, of course. Not of course, but of course, you know. It's again that serendipity. So I figured she'd be a Katarine, a traditional skeleton person. Since she is Spanish, heavily Spanish, that's part of her sort of family heritage. Not gonna lie, kind of liked where it went in the season. Oh shit, this is heavy. I turn this around. This up here so I can get to it. Now, do I have to cut away any wood to put it on there? I'm not sure. I could do it like this. Yeah, I think this will do fine. That way I have a table freed up. Hello, May. How you doing? Oh, no, so I'm using sort of a surface modeling technique. They're two different models, or two different objects. But if you can, and if you want to, you can sort of paint on just a layer of skin onto your shape. And I thought that was really neat and just something to experiment with. Again, all of September was very much just experimenting with Blender and seeing what you can get away with. Okay, I think this will work out great. Maybe. Let's see. It is a little lower. No, that works out good. Actually, that works out much better. It's closer to where I can get onto it. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. Okay, we are cooking with gas now. That's great. Maybe I can move this microphone stand over there too. So that way the table is completely free. Yeah. Hey, Steam. Yeah, Nora is a good replacement. I mean, Plots was okay. I mean, other than his name and the one cartoon that I really liked him in, and the only one where he actually seemed very sort of sentimental was Phone Call, where the one where they were, I'll get it. Oh, this is going to work out great because that way I can then just have the table for free and everything's attached to the cart. I don't even need the microphone. I use this microphone, but I use that for maybe recording a few things. Oh, a little bit of dust. Okay, Cyborg. I will try to remember that. Hey, Under. So anyway, yeah, she's good. She was just kind of like, again, the female executive, very pushy. I like the sort of the I'll say sort of stereotypical, but like very common, like Mexican or Spanish. What do you call them? Soap operas. Yeah. The soap opera that surrounded her family and her relationship to Ralph. I was just going to say, very much reminiscent of, not reminiscent, very similar to Women with Shoulder Pads, which is a show I've only just sort of kind of glanced at. It's at Adult Swim. I think it's supposed to be a mini series, if anything. How you doing, Finder? Wow, that's a deep cut. I still have that movie. I still like that movie. Do I still have? Is it on the shelf where I can see it? Some of these videotapes I need to get rid of. Some of them are just kind of like, do I need a copy of Breakfast at Tiffany's? Maybe, but most of my VHS are collections of weird stuff, like Space Camp, the ABC movie of the week, starring. Oh shoot! What's her name? Kate Campshaw. There we go. Or like Mick Treasure Island. Yeah, I've got the Man with Bogart's face right here. It's a shitty cover. It's just got like a Photoshop of Bogart. Wow, this was like, when was this released? No, when was this videotape released? I know that this was made in like 1980. Good old Robert Saatchi. Back when AI, you used to at least have a living person around to kind of. It's kind of the same thing. A little bit disrespectful to like Bogart stuff, but like I don't know. It's kind of a loving send off. No. I'm talking about like basic stuff, like Well, no, I got a copy of Dick Tracy I love. I guess the Green Mile. I got the 2 VA. Okay, yeah, I'm looking. I think I got rid of what I wanted to get rid of, and kept some of the rarer stuff, like Bebar and Father Christmas, or what's this back all the way back here? I think this is Love Bites. Yeah, I got this at a Savers right before it. No, this is Love at First Bite. George Hamilton. Wait, George Hamilton? Really? Susan St. James and Richard Benjamin. It's about a vampire who wants to actually settle down and marry. He's tired of the single life. Uh, what's this now? When did I get a DVD copy of Hotel Transylvania? That must have been one of the kids. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, it says 1980, but like this was like made at the tail end of the 70s. I came across, and this is something that happened a long time ago, but I came across a large collection of laser discs that were just in sort of a chest at um, oh, uh, a White Dove, which is a thrift store or a kind of collection of thrift stores. Um, Oddly enough, they had Space Camp too, and then Rollerball and just a bunch of weird things. I was like, oh, okay. I took photos of them. I didn't buy any of them. Jeez. You can see my references I'm working with. Again, like I forget who is in charge of like the redesign, but they do some great work. What else did they do? They did a great Tom and Jerry sort of art style. And as you can see here, I'm just kind of going through and using some pre-made assets that I bought from a collector. Um, just again playing with them, seeing how they work. They work fine if you want to actually work with a model. Again, all of this stuff is there's no make art button. There's only a series of make art pulleys and levers. And again, if I got really good at this, I could probably do it a lot faster. But yeah, this was just kind of like a. I don't remember what I'm doing here. What was I doing? Oh, I didn't recenter the object. There we go. I goofed. Oh no, that's Space Camp TOO, not Space Camp 2. Just they had Space Camp on Laserdisc, which was weird considering. Hold on, I just want to see if this will work. Yeah, this will work. This will work fine. And now I have a completely separate thing that I can do for other stuff. Or I can just move it out of the way if I want to. Very, very good. Rockula. I was thinking about maybe taking another crack at that because I was too naive to know or to like those four. That one year, what I did 4 Halloween specials. That was a sort of a breakneck thing. That was just really like ugh. Um, Oddly enough, the Simpsons one was the one I kind of phoned in the most. And that's the one that, like, well, first of all, it really got a lot of traffic. But also, that was the one that sort of killed my channel because it got demonetized. Not only did I get demonetized, I think they, like, blocked my channel for a little bit. And then it expired, and then I put out a thing, and then I got it back. And then I learned how YouTube works, where you just go and say, hey, this is free, this is fair use, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, that's the one I kind of phoned in. That one and the Goosebumps one. Because I had the script, but I couldn't, like, get all the footage in time. The one I really did for Make and Break was the Haunted Mask. But then again, I was working on an older computer. I was still using Windows Movie Maker. Oh, God. That thing was horrible. But anyway, Rockula's fun. Not necessarily good, but fun. Okay, now I got that set up. Where can I put the mic so it won't bother anything? It's got to sit up like this, so I can't. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's good and solid. Good, I'm happy with that. Can this be switched to... No. No, no, no. No, it's just got to go up and down. So, hold on. That may be for later. I'm trying to, like, maximize my space so I can figure out how to, like, do some other filming and recording. If I only had just a little bit of room or something to lock on here. That's too low. That's too high. Anyway, I decided to go for broke and try to see how much I can actually produce inside Blender itself. It turns out I learned a lot through this process. Again, I did the sort of thing with the flat flap of skin that replicates the opening to the dress. The using a sort of like modeling a face relatively quickly. And especially I decided to do this one because I'm trying to replicate what the kind of dress is with the elaborate row of flowers and the flaps going down the middle and stuff. I will bring it into Paint Studio after this and work on it. Or Paint, yeah. Stay up. Okay, now, is this big enough for... Nope, nope, nope. Oh, I know. Shoot, what am I doing? Well, that's not going to work. Like this? No, that won't do. Maybe? Okay, maybe. Maybe that'll work. Hold on. Hold, please. And I'm thinking. No, I don't want to put it there. Yeah, again, I'm going to model these certain flowers, and then you can just plop them and put them anywhere. Shoot, I was really hoping to get this all together. There only was a place where it didn't have all of this. Well, haven't they all been? I'll take mediocre. Just wait a minute. The new Treehouse of Horror came out? It's the middle of... Well, better than after. What was it about? Here, I'll just look it up. Yesterday? Okay. Okay. Last talk. Okay. Okay, the first one was Grease Jaws. Wait, Grease Jaws? Okay. Halloween episode. Grease? Oh, so because he was in Greece. or he's into Greece or whatever. Okay, the one with the mining was pretty good. And I guess the Babadook was okay. Damn it, Etsy. I just found out that they've got these tree stands that are basically my characters. Yeah, here. Let's see. Simpsons Halloween Etsy. I'll show you guys. Or they're not, but they're my drawings. But that's, I guess, okay. I mean, fan art, whatever. And if you're gonna pay for the wood, let's see. Simpsons lawn Halloween Etsy. Yeah. Here we go. Take a look. Someone also did that with Mommy Finger. They're not even the right proportions. I don't even think they've made anything. Calibrated. They're made of. Okay, these are perfect for decorating my yard. Okay, I guess people have done it. Oh wow! Look, someone's actually put my artwork in their yard. Here, I saved it, and now I got to put it on. Well, yeah, Maggie and Marge just being kind of creepy. It was interesting. Here, let's see. Well, it's always like it's always like it's something triggers you when you like think about a mom and her, endangering a kid, both being in danger. It's like horribly subversive. That's why Mother Dearest is like one of the most messed up. Like I wouldn't call it a horror film, but it's like it is horrifying. Damn it, one drive. I don't want any. Get off. Okay. View. We want icons so I can see what I'm looking at. And it's not going to load. Okay, let's try this one more time. Save as. Downloads. AVIF. Shitheads. Okay. Damn it, I hate AVIF. Okay, hold on. Maybe if I just do it this way. Now, what is this saved as? Okay, I can take a screenshot. And then put it in Paint. I don't have any other art program on this computer. Crop section this. I don't like well, first of all, Lisa needs to be looking at Bart because Bart has Lisa's saxophone as his hump. So the placement of these aren't great. Hold on. Crop, damn you. There we go. Save as a PGN. Save to, I guess, downloads would be fine. Where's downloads? God, I hate Windows 11. Yeah, I did this like maybe 20 years ago. No, 2000. Yeah, 15. Anyway, here, let me find it. Here we go. Anyway, I did that for like DeviantArt like a million years ago, and someone's selling it on Etsy. A bunch of people are actually. Again, Lisa is supposed to be on the left of Bart because Bart has her saxophone, and these aren't to scale. But then again, I guess it's based off of how much the shape is at. Like Maggie Maggie's scale was so much lower than Marge or Homer, so he bumped him up and then cut him out. And delete. Yep. Okay, that's good. So just look up Etsy and Simpsons and Homer and Simpsons and Long. What's this one? Yeah, it looks like there's a whole cottage industry about just taking stuff like that and then printing it out in plastic and then putting it on a lawn. But shit, if I knew you could do that, how much do you think it would be to like go to like a oh like a not a Staples, but what's that other place? Not an Office Max, one of those stationary places. Oh, hey, Borio. No, I mean, I'm okay. I don't own The Simpsons. It was fan art. It's fine. I've done my fair share of sort of not, not nefariously, but like I've downloaded a car or two. So at this point, they're paying for the materials. But yeah, like I said, it looks like there's an entire cottage industry of taking a pit, some sort of ping you find, and then adding it, and then having it printed out on a. Besides, they say they love it on the farm, so like the actual customers. So I was like, okay, you know what, that's fine. Kinko's, no, Kinko's got bought out by a FedEx. Kinko's definitely got like shoved into like FedEx. I know because we had to get some work done for stuff. Okay, what if I wanted like let's see Pokemon Halloween. Let's play a game. Pokemon Halloween stands. Okay, these are like little 3D printed things. Okay, they got some, like Pikachu as a mummy. Hunter under a ghost thing? Okay, that's no. They kind of have, okay, they have them. Okay, let's go with Ghostbusters. Let's just see what properties we can find. Oh, they have Simpsons in the Halloween style. I mean, they have the Ghostbusters in the Simpsons style for Halloween cutouts. Now that's just a little too much. Okay, yeah, they have old school Ghostbusters. They don't look great. Oh, hey, top 11 Simpsons Tree Halloween specials. Okay, well, looks like someone finally crossed the finish line. Let's see now. We have that. Let's see. How about JoJo stands? I was just thinking of stands. Well, they sell them, but not Halloween. Let's see if we can add Halloween to that. That would be so bizarre. Yeah, I guess it would. Okay, no, they have they have the Dark Magician girl on a sitting on a pumpkin as a flat cutout. But no, I'm not. Oh, okay, I take it back. This may not be a Halloween decoration, but they do have the stone mask. It's 3D printed. That would actually be cool. If I wanted to go for like a little minimalist design, I would just put I would put a bunch of fog machines, maybe some mood lighting, and just have the stone mask sitting against this one big rock we have. And it would confuse all the little kids, but maybe there'd be like one or two adults that would come by and be like, yo! Yeah, okay. There's actually, this is kind of heartwarming. There's lots of pictures of people using my artwork for their Halloween decorations. That's kind of nice. Okay, now they're being mixed and matched with other different sets. Like they've added Corvo into the mix. Okay, that was pretty neat. Back to work. Or rather, back to, let's see, Simpsons Halloween 2025. We've got Walmart has a advent calendar with all the Simpsons figures. Couldn't find, of course. While we were at the store today, I did see a sort of a blow up haunted castle thing. And was like, oh, that looks interesting, but they were all sold out. But like fat good. They wanted like $180. And I was like, okay, I love Halloween, but not that much. How do I want to put this? Shoot. Hey, what's that one game with the little gremlin woman and the sort of? I'm seeing a game for it. It was Deadlock. Deadlock. Yeah. How's that going? I know someone wanted to give me, or someone actually did give me a key. Oh boy, never got to it though. Didn't have a decent computer, but maybe I can check it out now. Is it all about just monsters and stuff? This guy's like looks like a devil gargoyle thing. And there's some sort of robot and some sort of weird scientist with like a thing for a head, like gravity. And you got that bellhop guy and some sort of ghost lady with an arm. Huh. Mm, oh well. Okay. I'm trying to figure. Okay, yeah. Again, Blender sort of makes this a lot easier. The ability to just like move a flowers in 3D space. Um, and oh yeah, I'm drawing right on the thing, just to sort of get again create a flat, just a flat surface on a 3D figure. It's a little bit more difficult than I would like. Again, I probably could have been better if I had just added a color layer on top of that, but I just wanted to see if I could continue to play with this. No, that's not going to work. No. Well, I'll just keep it here for now. Not that bad. Okay, what are we working with? Move this here, move this here. Move this here. Um, I found a really good thing. I bought a battery, a car starter for my for our truck, and it has a USB thing that you can use to like charge or run Yeah, I don't know, something if you're just like caught in the backwoods and you're just in trouble and need the electric charge. It runs my USB lights for a super long time. Like it took maybe about an hour before it dropped 1% in energy, which makes sense because you're using this to like charge a car. So yeah, still 74%. Okay. But anyway, that'll make it really easy to like film in certain places. Because now I just have an external battery source. Don't need to get too tied up with all these cords. Again, making sort of again drawing on top of the figure really just helps in a situation like this where you want to make a nice little ribbon. There we go. Okay, that's fairly simple. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, here we go. Taking this apart. This goes here. Hold on, I could just slide it in like this. Oh, oh. Okay. Yeah. Crap. Hold on. I'm getting some stuff. Ooh. Ow. There we go. Perfect. Just what I needed to do. Oh, there's so much dog hair behind here. Gosh. Chico never shed this much. Neither did Blackie. Or Chance. Or Gipper. Or Tubbs. Tubbs was Grandma's dog. Oh. No, well, shh. Here we go. Settle down, you two. Settle down. So cute. There we go. Okay, starting to get a little warm in here. Shabba-da-da. Okay, I think we have officially reached the point where I'm working in Paint Tool Saya to clean up sort of the vague shapes that I've produced in Blender. But still got a good start, especially with the flowers and I'm thinking, what else did I do? Oh yeah, that's right. There's just a few things to tweak it. I don't do much. I add the sort of the neck and finish up the face, and have to reapply the hair. I think I figured out a this helped me figure out a way to like put everything on its own layer for exporting from Blender, so that way you kind of have you can move the hair at the end or the hat at the end of the when you need to get to the skull and stuff like that. Hmm. No, no, no. The computer wasn't being buggy. It wasn't a problem. Well, the first one was the audio, which I don't know what was up with the audio drivers, but restarting the game solved it. Uh, and I think what was happening with the other one is I was streaming. I had my microphone working. I had the capture on. It was still a little too much for one computer to do all of it. If I were streaming off of this computer, which I'm doing now while I work on other stuff, I think I wouldn't have had that problem. Um, which is so weird because that game, that Flash game we were playing last night, that is so. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't have been that heavy. I was playing Bart's Nightmare while doing everything the same night before. So it just depends on which game. I'm sorry, buddy. You really want to lay on my bed, huh? Okay, here. Hold your horses. There you go. That should give you plenty of room. Let's see. Getting set up. Set up. There we go. Pop, pop, water havens drop. Okay, no, that needs to go somewhere else because I want to still be able to do this. Do I even need the microphone? Oh, something's going on. Uh, crap, 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 crap. Oh, there we go. So no, we'll have a stream tonight. We'll do something. Um, I forget what. Maybe we'll do I will come up with something really good. Okay. 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 Go on. Oh, I should check to see if that little camera's coming in. Oh, wait, no, wrong computer. Get rid of you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and we will see what's popping. We've got okay. It won't be here until a while. Say, David S. Oh, that's 2 years ago. Wait, he returned? When did you do that? It was at the year I actually like badmouthed him. Uh-huh. No, I didn't actually want to click on it. Hold on. Whoop. Okay, I'm seeing how many cameras I can set up for this. There's one for me. There we go. Have we moved on? No, we haven't. Again, was trying to see if I could like maybe draw some more skeleton features on her gloves, um, which I decided against because she's showing two different sides of her. I think I just like decided to just leave it blank because I didn't quite. I don't know. I thought it distracted a little too much. Okay, that's there. That looks good. I can zoom that back. No, I can't zoom that back. It's as far as back as it goes. Okay, well, maybe I can push this back a little bit. There we go. That's fine. And how about you, sir? Yeah, that's too close too. So, oop. Uh, I got an idea. Do I have to have it there, or can I just put it like this? Uh, that's one. That's two. Yeah. Okay, a tripod will do fine. I just need to figure out how I want this to look. Can't lock it for some reason. No, but that doesn't do anything either. Okay. Oh, duh. I just put this up a little higher. There we go. Much better. There we go. That is okay. I'll get rid of these. Yeah. Still needs to go a little bit higher. Yeah, that's okay. This will do fine. And this will do there. Yeah, that'll do good. Okay, I just need some lights, and we'll be ready. Good. Yeah, this one, I mean, it's a little rough. I keep pinballing between this one being like kind of my favorite. I could have maybe done the flowers a little bit better. Um, but yeah, there's just a lot of detail in this one. There was a huge string towards the end where um, you're chasing that skill level of like, the ceiling just moves up a little bit more, and you're just like, well, let me just, let me try this, and let me try that. I also like the background, the sort of the gold and turquoise. Um, there wasn't anything like it in the series up until now, so I was like, oh, that's kind of like feels like kind of L.A., but at the same time, sort of also like wintry, like and then making it a film strip to be like, okay, well, she works in the film, so that's good too. There's a few things with the hat, a few details that I think I did after the fact, after I did recordings. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? I know you want here. One of you can lay up here. Let me get a light right here. And then one sort of right here. Where did I put that? I had a little, okay, here. No, maybe, yeah, this might work. No. A little clamp, okay, here, this will work, I think. Just for a little bit of light on the side. Hello. Thank you very much. You're good. I'm good with it.
Are you online?
Yeah, I'm online, but like this is an Artcast, so this is fine. You can talk during Artcasts. It'll make me feel like I'm an abusive husband when I'm trying to just... Let's see. Okay, that worked out fine. When did I get this clip? Oh, I got it from Temu. That's right, I got it from Temu. There you go. You're nice and comfortable now. Little boot. Little butt. Let's see. Okay, this might not be as... Well, no, this will work. I need the splitter. Pardon? Let's see, I got the splitter to work with that one. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work out fine. Pop the splitter in this one. And then a third one from over here. Yeah, I'll just put this on here. No need to run. No need to run. Okay, now we're just straight up working with Mayumi, pardon me. I don't even know if what I just said was a real name. But glitch text. The one I did last year for her was like Shadow, which is a name I've taken off the list this year. I mean, it was okay, but like it wasn't. The idea was is that it's a shadow playing off of the screen. Okay, well let's see. It's got one video game console sitting on the floor, leading up to a TV. There's a shadow there, and then also there's kind of a shadow reflection on the screen, and it says "Game Over." It was, again, I like the idea, and the way I'm describing it is pretty good. But I think also the color choice really fought it. And I was having a hard time bouncing between this very, very, very dark blue, almost black, and orange and white. It was just one of those things where like the color scheme was fighting you, which is one of the reasons I just decided to like drop that whole thing and just go with just drop that whole thing and just go with trying out just no palettes this year, no special palettes, no anything of that. Just go with the regular stuff. My boy, you're my boy. You're my big boy. This guy's got a skull the size of a regular. Well, no, yeah, a skull of a regular human. You a big old beefy boy. I loves you. How's your eye? Is your eye okay? It's not okay. It's good. Oh, my boy. My boy. Will this fit in there? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yeah. So anyway, I just used a model off of just a regular old blender model I had, and then I had this one in the oven, and just like modeled it, and just to like try to like based off her thing. What came up was black cat, so I kind of just did her in a purple jumpsuit kind of cat thing with cat ears, handing out Halloween candy. Technically, it's like one of the more Halloweeny Halloweeny of the selection. What am I looking at here? What do I have? I have Gimbal Pro, but I don't have any other camera stuff, so I'm just going to go with just regular ass camera. Okay, cool. Video. And then when that starts, I'll just be able to hit it and get. Very good. Very good. Okay. Very good. I was able to set that up. I think I have the other microphone ready for when I get ready. Now I just need to figure out where I want to put that. Darn it. Could I cut something? No. Ooh, what are you? I forgot I had you. Hold on. Hold on. My brain is a percolating. My brain is a whirl of transcendental thoughts. Ditto. Ditto. No, that'll be too much for it. Unless. No, that'll be too much. I really don't need this. So yeah, basically just catsuit. It was a real simple thing. What was complicated is, and then you'll see it later, again, sort of chasing that skill ceiling. I made a whole. She'll have a jack-o'-lantern filled with candy that is very reminiscent of the. What was it? I forget what the actual name of the game company is, but like it's the same. It's modeled after the same sort of box. It's got an H in it. Sort of implies like an even deeper sort of way that the company has squirmed itself into societal or society as a whole. Water is good. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out. I want to put this somewhere, but I can't for the life of me figure out where right now. Um, Okay, here's the streaming setup with the PS4, any program, or even a computer, because I do the double boiler, which is playing a game on the one computer and then streaming it through another. Um, I have a thing called the AverMedia. Well, it's just the AverMedia, and it's a streaming thing. It'll run an HDMI cable from whatever thing you're playing on. In this case, it's a PlayStation 4. I have no idea how you get a Switch to run for stream. I heard that there was lots of complications, but there's a way to do it. But if you're playing on an Xbox or a PlayStation, it's relatively simple to like have the HDMI run from the console to the AverMedia and then up to a monitor. Now that lets you play in real time. And then there's another wire that leads from that little box over into the computer that you're streaming, and that actually sends the signal to the streamer, in this case OBS, your capture device, which OBS both can record and can send the signal out or stream. But nowadays they do have these little sticks. There was, I believe, an incident where people were afraid like they were going to be outlawed. But they're basically just the equivalent of these boxes, but they're just HDMI plugs. So they're just video capture sticks. You can find them at Walmart. They're like $20. These AverMedia boxes that cost like $100 each. But I didn't get them for that. I got like one for $80 when it was brand new, and I got like $25. And that new one, $25 old for the old AverMedia. But the one that I bought brand new did come with like a bunch of different like add-ons, especially a camera for streaming, which I tried to use a couple times, but my computer just couldn't process. The computer I was using at the time just couldn't process that. So I would heavily advise, if you're not going to use a web camera, or even if you're going to use a web camera, get one of those HDMI video capture cards. It streams in, or should capture, depending on what model it is, in HD, 720 or 1080, just the regular YouTube standard resolutions. Some of them do go up to 4K, but they're relatively cheap in comparison to these other ones, and they totally get the job done. In fact, I found that the latency with the little the sticks, the HDMI video capture sticks, I found there's no latency. So you can just straight up play the video game out of OBS. You don't need to connect it to another screen. You'll maybe want to have two screens available so that you can actually, one, see the game in full screen, and two, see how OBS is doing and see how watch your chat. PlayStation 4 actually had a system where you can stream straight from it. It's generic. I'm surprised they didn't do anything with it, because I think, frankly, the hardware doesn't support it. They've done more to chase graphic fidelity than they have with that other thing of streaming, because they could have maybe put a little bit extra into a streaming suite where you could try to customize it. But then again, if you were trying to customize from PlayStation 4, they would have to have all these preset preset assets. You couldn't load up your own one. You may or may not have been able to stream with a camera. They would have no, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because they probably wouldn't want PlayStation 4's fingerprints on if someone got up to any nefarious stuff. or not even nefarious. If someone was just like being a regular streamer and all of a sudden some uppity know-it-alls just got pissed about it and was like, why are you letting people do this? So I guess they decided it was better just to let people do it their own thing on their own computers and just kind of work with it separately. I am not exactly sure if I don't know if the PS5 experience is much different or if it just has that same boilerplate capabilities. But yeah. And again, you're going to want a computer with, an NVIDIA card. Like, I mean, I got a bunch of them. Like, I've still got my old one. I should go up, collect all my old graphics cards, and take it up to this thrift store, which oddly enough has like an ice cream thing. Not a thrift store, a pawn shop. But it does have Thrifty's ice cream, which is an old brand of ice cream out here. But I should just try to. I'm pretty sure they won't give me like anything for them, but it would give me an excuse to get ice cream. PS5, I gotta play it. Oh yeah, there's a way for you to like get different, like set up an account on, like I don't know, I like PlayStation Stream, where you can like add it to a computer and then you can stream from your PS5 into another room. I don't know the applications. No one pawned an ice cream machine. They sell ice cream. They sell this particular brand of ice cream at this one pawn shop. In fact, they advertise it more than they advertise the pawn shop. So they like say, "Oh, it's an ice cream parlor inside," which is actually pretty. I don't know if it's smart or bad for them because they're right across the street from a bunch of apartment buildings and stuff like that, and I think there's like a school near it. So like, yeah, seeing all the kids come in after school, buying ice cream and looking at the gun rack. Like, oh, this one's still got a little blood on it. Okay, come on. I just plugged you in. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. I do have one hell of a workhorse PC built from time. Okay, a 360, that's good. 12 core processor and 40. That's a good one. That would be totally great. If you've got that and if you want a PlayStation 5 to stream from, then you can totally do that. Oh, by the way, someone's mentioned that Marvel Rivals was coming to PlayStation 4. It's only coming to PlayStation 4 Pro. I looked into it, and I don't have a Pro. I have just a regular PlayStation 4. So the Pro must have had has extra hardware in it that allows it to play on it, which is not a great sign for gaming. When they decided to like make cut out some stuff and make it backwards compatible. I think they did that with, what was it that came out? Was it Wind Waker? I think they did that with Wind Waker. They made an HD version of Wind Waker for the Wii, and then made it available on the the GameCube, I think. But that just shows you that the hardware is stalling. Also, with all the tariffs and everything going up and expenses, they're already kind of looking towards the PlayStation 6, which I may, again, I've had luck hopscotching from odd number of PlayStations to even number of PlayStations. Even the first PlayStation, even though my beloved uh, Final Fantasy 9 was on that one. Wait, no, not 9. Was it 9? Final Fantasy 9, right? Hold on. Yeah, 9, the one that revisited everything. Final Fantasy 9? Yeah, Final Fantasy 9. Even though my beloved Final Fantasy 9 was on the PlayStation, one of the sort of the last games that got popped off, I had way more fun on the PlayStation 2, especially with like Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank and Hoopy and What's-Its. Okay, yeah, the tricky part is that I don't know what Nintendo has a different set of proprietary technology. There's something with when you dock it, I guess you can maybe run it to a different thing. I honestly don't know. There's probably some stuff. It would probably behoove you, like if you wanted to stream a game, to one, buy it, and then maybe emulate it. But again, buy it first. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hubba, hubba. Because that's the most reliable way to actually like stream a game. And again, go to Walmart, go and look just for video capture sticks. You'll find one there, and it would be good. I've had like, I haven't had any issue with the audio. I've had audio issues with these things because then the computer just kind of is like, well, what's doing this? Where's this coming from? And this one's just fine. It plugs it in and it recognizes that it's an actual audio format and a video format, and OBS just really agrees with it. They took them off the market for a while because I believe there was an issue with the fact that some of these don't recognize if it's copywritten material or not. And I think AverMedia definitely will recognize if you're like playing it from a DVD player or something. It'll just like go dead, and just it'll flash on the screen that says, you can't. Don't no, we're not doing this. We're getting a signal from a DVD player. This not so much, I don't think. In fact, I know so. I captured a Halloween special just using the stick. So I think for some reason they took these off the market, but now they're okay to use. Or maybe because I got this one before they added the software or the program that makes that shuts it off when the signal comes through. Well, yeah. Again, these sticks. I was looking at the difference. There's no lag with just one of these sticks. And it looked like I could play it straight from the OBS window. So again, $20. That's a better investment. If you think that you need something a little bit heavier, then you can move a step up. That's the best advice for anyone who wants to get any sort of hobby. You start with something small. If you really like what you're doing, then you invest in it a little more. I want to cover this up with some black tape. No, don't tell me I don't have any. Ooh. I'll just have to use this. Yeah, that'll work out fine. Oh, hold on. Let me get a photo of this. There we go. How much time do we have left? Yeah, okay. $72. Ooh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Um, Cleaning my nails for something. Because I'm going to be filming real quick. It's funny because I mean you kind of see the detail, but like this is a detail that's sort of lost in the final one. I'm curious to see if anyone else, when they're commenting on this one, if they actually notice what the style the candy looks like. It might have been just a lot of detail for to be hidden, but I guess that's, I don't know. That really made me happy. And also, I got to figure out how to just do flat color. That just, I don't know. I'm trying to just like make sure flat color works on just one certain kind of plane. I want to make sure it look a little bit more cartoony. But I found out that even modeling it in here, it looks okay. What's up, bro? Here, come on up. Jump up. Jump up, little guy. Jump up. I'm not letting you out right now. Oh, and also, Underwolf, I don't know what, like YouTube only likes to like digest video within 2,500 bit rate, but that's not enough to get HD. So I should actually look and see what YouTube's all about. Okay, like how do people get HD video if they only like stream in 2000? Here, let's see. Why does YouTube say you should only stream in no, boy, nothing even comes on. Oh, I does. You do regular bit rate, often for 720 stream, because it is a good balance between video quality and bandwidth needed for an entry level setup. Higher bandwidths can improve quality. They require significantly more upload speed and can lead to buffering issues if the connection is not strong enough. A bit rate is a solid stream rate. But again, it says entry level streaming. So if you want quality, you got to go higher than that. Yeah, I try to aim for about 600, and that'll give you 1080 at 30 frames per second. Even higher is anywhere between 1080 at 60 frames per second is 46 or no, 4,500 and 9,000. So yeah, we're sort of in the sweet spot. Okay, yeah, but 720 is also not bad. So if you want to stream, and Twitch is fine. Twitch, I guess you can maybe build up a. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which road is. I started streaming a little bit towards Twitch too. Didn't get much traction, and then I just forgot about doing it. I just kind of lost interest and wandered away. Mm. Where are we at? What am I streaming from? What? All right, Windows source, game capture. Right? Okay. Oh, I'm way behind. There we go. Yeah, it was like we're coming across the 2 hour mark. Here, let me bring that back up. Okay, my. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, my. Also, watch out when you stream. Sometimes your actual stream will lag behind your preview one. So always pay attention to OBS. But I was looking at it and I was like, what is this going on? Okay. Anyway, that's enough for today. Thank you all for joining me. I got some stuff done, moving some things around. I think this will work out fine. In the meantime, I will see you later. You all take care. And yeah, try to take care of yourselves. We'll see you then. Okay? Have a good one.